All right, people. Happy Wednesday. It's another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best new metal adjacent podcast from two dudes who are really there. One half of your host and duo, Jay Horskow. With me, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TIM Tim Anderson Jr. Tim, how's it going?
Great, man. Feeling great.
You're feeling great. I'm feeling great. It's Halloween tomorrow. We're moving here, folks. So it's Halloween tomorrow. It's the end of the month. What does that mean? Well, Tim and I are doing our best of for October 2024. I'll start off by saying this gets harder and harder every month. And I've said it before. I will say it again. This year's end of year list is gonna be brutal.
Yeah, I thought it was hard last year. It just gets harder. I
And
mean,
I can't believe the volume of stuff still coming. There's still got bands announcing stuff. No Cure just announced an EP.
damn.
Victims just announced an EP, both coming out in December. Right? Like
Yeah, the list for what we're looking forward to next month is fucking outrageous.
I didn't even try to make that because my eyes are gonna glaze over. So let's start off, Tim, with let's start off with singles. What came out this month that you're rocking?
Soilwork, Spirit of No Return. If you know Soilwork, you know you're getting with that. Really great track. I'm just gonna go through all my singles and you again.
Uh,
Uh, remember that band Freak we've been talking about?
yes.
They put out a song called Ecstasy, XTACY. Yeah, it's new metal, but it's got like some electronic stuff in it. It's really good, man. The singer's got a
Okay.
really good voice. I definitely want to get in touch with them guys, see if they'll come on. Um, Speaking of Victims, Kill Me Please, that single they put out, great.
Mm-hmm.
Cruelty, Profane Usurpation. Oh yeah, man. New
Yeah.
singer, the singer that took over sounds exactly like the old one.
Yeah, it's a guitarist. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nothing lost there. I was like, damn, when he left, I was like, fuck, man, I love that band, but nothing lost right there.
And
No,
apparently, the stuff I've seen about that tour, they're on tour right now with Undeath. And
oh shit,
apparently the
okay.
reactions have been, cruelty is legit.
Yeah, they are fucking legit, dude. I love that band. Haste the Day with Burn.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking track. Haste the Day is an old, you know,
Yeah.
mid-aughts fucking metalcore band out on. They were on Solid State. It's basically Christian metalcore stuff, but this song's really good, man. I love that band. Their comeback record that they put out like 5, 7 years ago, something like that, was really fucking good. So I'm hoping we get a new record from there. And then I found this band a while ago called well, actually, I didn't find them. Somebody posted it in the New Breeds group. They're called Mouth Water, Mouf Water.
Okay.
They've been putting out songs here and there. They just put out another one a couple of days ago called Fiend Social. Dude, that band is so good. I think it's a one man band. I'm gonna hit that dude up too. But really good stuff, man. The first few singles they put out, I really enjoyed, man. So definitely gonna hit that guy up. But yeah, that's what I got for singles.
Okay. I actually got a couple that you didn't mention, which is kind of
Ooh.
surprising. First one, I got Chamber put out a new song today,
Oh, see, I didn't see
which
that.
is awesome.
Okay.
It starts out more of a mid pace, which is kind of surprising, and then it goes into their frenetic metalcore delivery. I really think I am going to catch that tour when it comes around. It's them, Justice for the Damned,
Hmm.
and From Joy.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay.
So fuck it, it's probably worth it.
Yeah,
They put out
Chamber's
a
great live, man.
yeah, yeah. I don't know perfectly, but I'm 99% sure that the lead singer was the guy working the merch for Kublai Khan last night. Pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Pretty sure. Silenus, old
Yeah,
interview we did with those guys up from New York. They just did a two-song single where the second they do something very unique. You can tell by their influences. The second song has a whole shit ton of female vocals, which makes it really unique and different. But I really dig that.
I didn't
Uh,
miss that one though. That's in my EPs.
okay.
Yeah.
No Cure put out a new song. They just signed to Sharptone. They're doing an EP in December.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
this shit is heavy. This is heavy. I argue it's probably one of the heavier things that they've done. They
Okay.
took like Earth Crisis sound, added a little bit more metal to it, and made it more abrasive. This is probably, I think, one of the heaviest things they've done.
Okay.
And last but not least, our boy Jayway from Bayway, the
Oh
band
yeah.
Bayway. They just
That
had
came
another
out
song
today.
come out
Yeah.
today. They have another
Yeah.
EP coming out right this in December. All these bands are chucking out EPs right before Christmas. But yeah, he can do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah, like he's the only dude that can talk shit. Well, not the only one, but he's one of the only dudes that can talk shit on all of his songs, and like you'd be like, yeah, he could probably back that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Like I'm not fucking with that dude.
He's
All
not
right,
some
Tim.
90 pound fucking wet dude up there,
Right,
fucking skinny as a rail talking shit.
right.
You
Wearing
punch him in
mosh
the chest
shorts.
once and he's fucking dead.
Yeah, I think I'm bleeding in my chest. All right, EPs. You want me to go or you want to start?
Yeah, good, sure.
Okay, so I got four here. First one, Time Cop 1983 with Metropolis. Did you check this out?
No, I did not. I'm very upset. I did not know it
Ah,
came out.
it's great. I mean, we've talked about the 80s synthwave stuff. It's really, really cool. He just does good work, right? He's up there with Kavinsky and Carpenter Brute, Perturbator, those sort of guys. Next, I have just came out and Forced a Leap into the Dark.
Yeah,
I still swear by my observation that they stole Decibel Metal Fest, the Friday date last year, and this one sounds great. I love the fast stuff that they play. And when we
yeah,
interviewed Knox and he was like, "Yo, our drummer's stupid and he can't play slow, so we just have to go fast." Like, sign me up, man.
fine with me.
Sign me up. That's awesome. Next, Candy, the EP on Triple B, Flipping.
Yep.
I This is a little less um electronic industrial, a little bit less influence, but just as snarlingly abrasive as the album that came out this year, which I know made my top 10. I could say that definitively. But this EP is fucking great. And it literally came out of nowhere. They posted they were in the studio with Kurt Ballou, and then they just announced the EP, and then it was out right after that,
Yeah, it's
which
good
is
stuff. It's in
awesome.
my list as well.
And last one I got, I think, is the month prior, but it's a find, so it's worth calling out. All of God's Children, an endless search for clarity.
Yeah.
For those that haven't heard from this, I heard about this band. They are I think it's Minneapolis, right? So it's the upper Midwest. It's that old school straight edge metalcore, like think spiritually tied to bands like End This Day, Nehemiah, um, Prayer for Cleansing, even a little bit of
Yep.
that sound. But
Yep. You nailed it.
it sounds awesome. Like if you like that retro sound that Tim and I always talk about, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. Like Final Resting Place and Serration, Killing of Sacred Deer, very much in that same vein.
Yeah. In my list as well. You sent that to me. I was instantly because I remember you sent it to me. You're like, you're gonna like this. And I was like, all right, let me check it out after work. As soon as I put it on, I was like, yep, it's good.
Yep, right in the wheelhouse. All right, Tim, what
Yeah.
do you got?
So a bunch of the ones you just mentioned are also on my list, but I got a bunch more. I found this band, they're called Gore. They put out it's a chick singer. Sounds exactly like Spirit Box, but heavier, in my opinion. They put
Okay.
out an EP called A Bud That Never Blooms. Really good shit, man.
You said it's called Gore?
Yeah. A Bud That Never Blooms. Yeah, dude. If you like Spirit Box, you'll love this. It's heavier. It's just as good vocal wise. I honestly might think it's better to tell you the truth. I want to get your opinion on it when you check it out.
All right, I'll check that out.
Silosis with The Path. That came out of nowhere too, dude. One of the best just straight metal bands ever. I don't care what anyone says. That dude writes the best riffs. It reminds me of like when Shadows Falls out, and it was like how they're just like that straight metal band that you love.
Mm-hmm.
This is Silosis for me now. Um, Fixation with Speak in Tongues, great fucking EP. Came out of nowhere for me. I thought it was Fixation as the hardcore band that's from like Philly, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not them. This is like a European band, but I don't even know how to explain this stuff, but it's really fucking good, man. Red cover, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Really fucking good. I for some reason have a single in my EPs, and I forgot to mention this, but that this band Split Chain has putting out a lot of singles. They're like that grunge gaze revival stuff. They
Okay.
did a Typo cover. I don't want to be really fucking good, man. I mean, it sounds like Typo, but it's the way they did. It's really good. Check that out. All right, back to EPs. Cold Cave with Passion Depression. Yeah, love that fucking band. They were putting out singles for a while, and then the EP came out, and it's fucking good, man. That dude writes some of the best like synth waves. It's not really synth wave, I would say. It's more like a '80s inspired like, yeah, it's synth wave, but it's not. It's hard to explain, dude. It's more poppy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know who Cold Cave is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's American Nightmare. All right. Nate No Face with Crime Partner.
You
Solid
like
fucking
it?
EP. Yeah, I love that shit, man.
Holy shit.
I don't like all of his stuff, but this EP is really good. And then my last one was Silentist with Disappear and Weeping. Yeah, dude. That came out of nowhere too. I thought that band was done, but that EP's there. I mean, it's two songs. Anything over a one song to me is an EP. So whatever. But yeah, it's good,
Yeah.
man. You nailed it on that one. That's It's great too. That second song, you're right, it's really good, man.
Yeah, and very, very different, and not a different in a jarring like, ooh, I don't know if I like this way. Different in a, that's a wrinkle I wasn't expecting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right,
How
Tim.
many Foleys you got?
Wait, six.
Let's just put it this way: I have 15, and I didn't get to listen to like 10 more.
Jesus.
That's how many
Okay.
fucking records came out this
Well,
month.
it's nonstop. Like I went back today and I was picking out like random shit that I knew came out that I never listened to the grave. Um, Fit for an Autopsy I never listened to. I
Oh
still
yeah,
haven't gotten to that Gira album. I'm slowly just chipping away at stuff, and even still, I'm there's no way I'm going to catch up in time.
yeah.
All right,
Do yours first.
okay. So the first one I've got, um, Gigan, Anomalous Abstractigate Infinitesimus.
Yes. I did not get a chance to listen. I put on one song and I was like, let me go back to that. But the one song I heard was pretty ridiculous.
It is fucking bonkers. It is very much in the same vein as like remember Psyopus
Yeah.
and that really insane technical metal like tech core whatever. I I think it's wild. The last album was just as good, but these guys deserve to be huge for what they're doing. Like this is a more metal, more underground, less palatable version of Animals as Leaders.
Okay.
And like it's less insane. It's less like guitar showing
Noodly.
off. Yeah, it's less noodly. It's more like just insane layered polymeters. It's totally nuts. That was my first pick for this month. Everybody should check that out. If you like anything tech death, give it a go. You might really enjoy it. It's on Willow Tip, which of course, if it's on Willow Tip, it's going to be kind of fucking
Absolutely.
hard to get past. Next, I have Cold Hard Truth from the UK with King of the Streets. I
Yeah.
fucking love this band. They totally nail that beat down hardcore sound. The lead singer did a feature on the new Peeling Flesh album. They're one of those bands where you follow them on Instagram and they're like, yeah, we're taking a bit of a hiatus. Such and such got locked up again, so we're not gonna be touring for a bit. But this is the epitome of snotty British tough guy music. Like, and the
Mhm.
lead singer literally looks like James from Harm's Way, just a little bit bigger and a little bit scarier. So yeah, it's good stuff. Check that out if you like, I don't know, First Blood, Old Hundred Demons, any of that beat down type hardcore.
Yeah, the guitar player was supposed to come on Illustrate a while ago and he just couldn't make it work with his work schedule. So
Oh, well, and plus the time zone difference is fucking brutal,
yeah,
you
but
know?
he's fucking hilarious though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, yeah. I was talking to him on Facebook for a while, and he's a savage.
Okay. Next I have Blood Incantation with Absolute Elsewhere.
Ooh.
What a wildly insane album. This is they took their brutal death metal leanings and the weird, they love aliens, ancient aliens, that sort of shit. So put those two things in a blender and then take Dark Side of the Moon
Yep.
and chuck it right in. It's froggy and weird and experimental, but for whatever reason, the way they combine all those pieces, it just works. It's a fun listen in the sense of it's done, and you go back and you put it on again because the
And
songs
then
are
yeah,
long, but it keeps your attention and it feels short. I don't know how else to describe it other than it's a long album, but it actually feels short.
and then I put Time Wave Zero on and fucking hated my life.
Yeah. Eventually you'll get to that. Eventually. Next I've got Undeath with More Insane. I'm not going to say this album is amazing. I'm not going to say this album is terrible. All I'm going to say is if you like Undeath, you will like this album. It is more Undeath. That they might be the spiritual successor to Black Dahlia Murder.
Yeah.
Good songs, well written, fun as hell live, not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth. All right, last
I'll just
two.
keep saying,
Just keep making your noise. Last two. I got Terrified of God by Vomit Forth.
Mhm.
When I first listened to this album, I didn't dig it. It didn't stand out to me. And then whatever. And then I went back to it and I went, oh shit, totally misjudged this one. Uh there are some parts. There's a part in Rotting Wool. There's a part in a couple in track 2. There's a part, and I think it's track 4, track 5, where they do some really unique stuff.
Yeah.
And they're out right now with Black Dahlia, Dying Fetus, Spite, and Angel Maker. And I that's a huge tour for them because you think about the bands I just rattled off, their sound fits right in the middle of that triangle, right?
Definitely.
Um, but yeah, this I'm glad to say I was wrong. I didn't like it as much the first time through, and now I really enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the mulligan there. And last but not least, it's actually might be my favorite album this month. Shout out to Hunter. Whatever this dude touches, Hunter Young, whatever he touches turns to gold. This is New Jersey's Weeping with Spiritual Barbarism. This is Nails, but just more abrasive, if that's even possible.
Hmm.
It's almost, it's disrespectful. That's the best adjective I could think of to describe this album. It's disrespectful because every song it's blast, 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 grind, blast, blast, grind, blast, grind, break down for 12 seconds and the song's over. You're like, well, what the fuck? And then they go right into the next one. It is. Disrespectful is the word I will use to describe this album. I
I
fucking
love it.
love it. This definitely made my top 10 this year. They take that nail sound and just do something different with it.
Yeah, you're completely right about that.
All
All
right, Tim, what do
right.
you got? Did I mean, I probably took two or three off your list, but not that many.
Let's see. Well, I'll go through them and tell you. Here we go. Number one is Alt with From the New World. Um,
Spell that?
ALLT.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
So experimental gent metalcore stuff out of Europe. Really good stuff. Picture like Exoplanet, but like a little bit more toned down,
Okay.
better recording, a little heavier. Not heavier, but yeah, just picture Exoplanet, but just modernized. I mean, Exoplanet came out in like 2010, I think, and that record blew my fucking brains out. But yeah, this stuff's really good. It's not. I like Exoplanet better, I think, but this is just in that wheelhouse for me.
Okay.
Um, Number two is a band called from the UK. Surprisingly, the UK. They're called Heriot or Heriot,
Okay.
Devoured by the Mouth of Hell. Bro, the fucking riffs in this shit is so good. Chick singer, she's got a ridiculously good fucking growling voice. God damn, that shit's heavy. Century Media, so we couldn't really talk about it like we
Shout out
talk
to
about
Century
Century
Media who
Media and
blocks all of our shit. Thanks, guys.
yeah, but really good stuff. I'm gonna send that to you. I think you'll love it. You already said this one, Vomit Forth, Terrified of God. I was in the same boat. The first listen, I was like, yeah, it's good. Second listen, I was like, nah, I'm retarded. This is fucking amazing.
Same, exact same reaction. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It takes me a while to get into their newer stuff for some reason, but that record is just chock full of fucking brutal fucking stuff, man. It's not different or new, but they make it in such a way where it is different and new.
It's the composition, right? The way they put the
Yeah.
pieces together. Yep.
Yeah, really good, man. Uh 13 with Lost Souls. He did his thing with the H string, man. It's if you like 13, you'll
You
like
know
the
what?
record.
I'm embarrassed to say I completely forgot that came out. I'm going to go back and put that on the list.
Yeah, good stuff. We'll have to get Zeke on. Number five, Balance and Composure with You in Spirit. Just amazing band. If you like
I have
that
no idea what that
band,
band sounds like.
yeah, they're from Wilkes-Barre. I think they're definitely from PA. Yeah, I don't know if you'll like with Balance and Composure, but you have to be in the mood for this band. You have to be in the mood for this kind of music. It's no screaming. It's no fucking heavy. It's not heavy at all.
Okay.
It's just really good songwriting and just it's sad boy stuff. It's really good though,
Okay.
man.
Okay. I'll check it out. Yep.
Number six, Weeping, Spiritual Barbarism. You nailed it. That record is just fucking ignorant as hell. It's super fucking tense. It's like a tense listen, man.
And it moves like the old
Yeah.
Nails albums where it starts with track one and it blasts all the way through and it's done and you literally are out of breath like is that over? Hit it again.
It
Yeah.
makes you uncomfortable as hell listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the gym, like literally benching, and I was like, this is fucking savage shit right here, dude. Like, I get done my set and I look around, like, what the fuck is in my head right now, man? Number seven, you could name this one Cold Hard Truth, King of the Streets. That record is just beat your fucking ass heavy. Like, yeah, oh, we have to take a break while our guy's in jail again. Sorry, we'll be back. Like, come on, that's all you need to know right there.
Yep. Yep.
Number eight, this record is fuck, Immortal Bird with Sin Carencia. bro.
I
This is
forgot this even came out.
I don't know how to describe this band. I want to say it's like a more well-developed screamo band, but like it is just straight blasting for most of it, and it's just like I don't know how to explain it though. Like I let a bunch of people check it out. Like couple of my friends always ask me like, "Yo, what's some new shit?" I send them this, and they're just like, "I can't listen to this." Like why? It's just, dude, it's just nonstop blast beats, and I'm like, but I
Mm,
said this is a different kind of blast beat than you're thinking. Like this isn't death metal. This is like a screamo band that just does a lot of blast. You know what I mean?
okay.
So if I don't know, I'm trying to think of something I could compare it to, but it's really hard to compare. All I know is the last record was really good too, but this one's even better in my opinion. Check that one out. Number 9, Phanogram with Memory of a Day. I'm sorry, they are the best modern pop electronic band out right now. They've
Little
been the
band I
best
forgot that
modern
came
pop
out.
electronic band forever. Sarah's voice is fucking perfect. It's just her and the dude that plays all the instruments, but her voice, man, is just on another fucking level. Great. I think she goes out with that snowboarder dude, the red hair one. What the hell's his name? Sean
Sean
something.
White?
I think that's her husband
Uh,
or something. But yeah, dude. In the modern world of like top 40 stuff, this is the best band doing it. I think you really enjoy this stuff. 10 Twitching Tongues with Twitch Fits Volume 2. It is just their second edition of Misfits covers. Really good, man. It's fun. It's
and you can
super
tell they're
fucking
having fun.
yeah. It's fun as hell, man. And they do the songs justice, man. I mean, they're not anything crazy different, and they don't really add anything to them. But his voice is good for it. And I used to be in a Misfits cover band, so I really enjoy that shit. Number 11. This record is just as eerie and hard to listen to as the other. Chat Pile with
Chad
Cool
Pile.
World. Yeah, man, that record is so fucking. It is dirty. It is just like skin crawling. It's
Hmm.
yeah, dude, it's good. They're a great fucking man. We need to get them on. Number 12, if you like the grunge gay stuff, Trauma Ray with Chameleon. Yeah, that stuff it's not breaking the mold, but yeah, it's really fucking well done, man. I always used to think this band was like a pop punk band, and I'm like, I always went, like, I don't need more pop punk in my life. Finally went to them on their last record. I was like, yeah, glad I didn't think this was pop punk because this shit
I
rips.
don't need more pop punk in my life.
Like I'm very hard with pop punk. It has to be really, really well done
Hmm.
for me to
Hmm.
like it. You know what I mean? Number 13, Devin Townsend with Power Nerd. Dude does no wrong in my book.
I didn't even know he had something come out. I didn't even know
Yeah.
he had something come out.
Yep.
Jeez.
Number 14, Cemetery Skyline with Nordic Gothic. This is a super group of basically European musicians like Dimmu Borgir,
Okay.
all them kind of bands. If you like, God damn, what's that other band called where there's all them people in? Me and the one dude we had on fucking talked about him for like 20 minutes, and you were just like, "What the fuck?" I can't think
Oh,
of it
I
right
forgot
now.
the cat from A Sky So Black. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck are they called? It'll come to me. But yeah, if you like that band, you'll like this band. Even though I can't tell you what the band's called right now, you get what I'm saying. Oh, Catatonia. They sound like
Yes.
Catatonia.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And number 15, I always had my hip hop. Benny the Butcher with Stabbed and Shot too. Yeah, dude. I mean, one of the best rappers out right now. If you like grimy, just fucking street rap, there you go. But I mean, dude, there's records. Let me just do this real quick, just to prove a point here. Let me find my music here. I'm on
What
my
didn't you
iPad.
get to? Because you didn't talk about Fit for an Autopsy. You didn't talk
Oh
about
yeah.
Gira.
Yeah, I forgot to add them in there.
There's
I'm
so
totally
many.
sorry. The new Fit for an Autopsy is in my top 10. I don't know.
I
I know why I forgot to add these into my list. I added them into my top 10 list and not this list. Okay.
okay.
Fit for an Autopsy, the Nothing That Is. Yeah, it's in my top 10. It is. I always think that band cannot do a better record than the previous, and they always just blast me out of oblivion with that shit.
I their sound has matured over the last couple albums.
Yeah.
Um, I won't say that I love it, but it came on and I was like, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah. I like want to punch myself in the face for forgetting to put these two on there. Next one, how do you say it? Is it Guerilla?
I think it's Gira. I think.
All right. Anyway, Gira with Coma. That record is a fucking masterpiece. Like in the modern black metal world, and when I say black metal, I don't mean record it in your mom's bathroom with fucking one Casio keyboard's fucking microphone.
Right.
This is well produced, really, really well fucking done black metal. I know a bunch of people are like, this isn't fucking black metal. Yes, it is. It's just modern 2024 black metal. It's done so well. The recording's fucking perfect. The songs are 7 minutes long, but they keep you intrigued. In my top 10, man. I cannot get enough of that shit, man. But I'm going to go through all these records I couldn't even listen to that are probably would be in my list. I sent you this today to the American Psycho cartoon soundtrack.
Hmm.
It's got, I mean, Pussifer, Perturbator, Carpenter Brute. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff on here. Kitty, cool stuff, man. DJ Muggs and Crime Apple with Los Polos Hermanos, another hip hop record. I listened to a few tracks, really good. I just didn't get into it, or I didn't get through the whole thing. Living Gate with Suffer as One, the Gigon record, Extermination, Dismemberment.
Yo, can we talk
Fucking
about that for a second? I forgot to put that on my list. So this
yeah,
was what's it? Butcher Basement revamped. So they
yeah.
re-recorded their first album. I can't listen to this album.
It's the bass drops.
Like my speaker cuts out. Like, cause you know the breakdown's coming and you hear boom, click. And I'm like, what the? And they do it so often. I can't wait to see them at Kung Fu Necktie. I am fully planning on being at least partially deaf after this show.
Yeah,
But
dude.
that album, if you love stupid, ignorant slam, that is the one for you.
It's stupid, ignorant is right, man. Um, another band. I think you say it. It's SCHAMMASCH. I think it's Skamash.
I think so.
It's called the Malador Chants, Old Ocean. Another band. There are 13-minute songs, but if you like black metal in the vein of like the Guerrilla or whatever it's really good stuff. But it has more of like the interludish parts. I actually got this band from Aaron from Disembodied a while ago. He was like, check this shit out. And I was like, wow. Like, yeah, this stuff's good. That record came out of nowhere. Behemoth put out a live record. It's good. Entheos and End to Everything EP.
I
I didn't give it a
forgot. I
chance.
forgot to talk about that. It's good. Like if
Is it?
you like their old stuff, it's good. It's compact. Like
Okay.
they don't drag it out. It's 5, 6 songs. It's really good. It's really good.
Cradle of Filth, Malignant Perfection. Fucking. I named that one. I named that one. Weeping.
You know, we didn't talk about Better Lovers.
Not for me. Can't stand that
I it
band.
to me it sounds like we were talking about this last night. It sounds to me like um Greg Puciato fronting Every Time I Die.
Yeah, it
Like
does. And
that's
that's
and
why I don't
so if
really
you
like
like
it.
Every Time I Die, it's in your wheelhouse. Dan was of the opinion that but it's them stretching a little bit, like them getting a little bit outside. I didn't think it was bad. I will not go back and listen to it, but I didn't get pissed and turn it off. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, nothing against them. What I'm very confused of is how Will puts out two of his band's records in one day. That's fucking super odd, and it's super confusing.
Well, he
Like, why
did
do you
say
do that?
he posted that, this is a weird day for me because I'm putting out two of my bands at the same time, representing two different sides of my personality. Like he put all that out there.
Okay, well, I mean, it's still weird to me. You ever hear that band Bill Murray?
Spell it?
Bilmuri, Bill Murray or Bill Murray, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yes.
They put out a record called American Motorsports. I got like half through it. I'm like, oh, this is good, but I just didn't have time to, say, it's good and put it on my list. Jerry Cantrell, I Want Blood. I listened to like the first three tracks, really good. I gotta get into that one. What else we got in here? I'm really pissed off that Cane Hill didn't come out yet. I think that's it. Dude, there's so many records I just did not have time for.
I know, and it's getting harder and harder and harder. No Face, No Case had another single come out with a band with another one of those bands. They have it's a weird sort of slam hardcore beatdown scene in Eastern Europe with all these bands play together. But they put another song out that was fucking great. I forget the name of it. It is Miss You, and it's with the band Cry Out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's about what you expect.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my queue right now. All right, what we're looking forward to, 20 of them. I'll go through them real quick. Cane Hill is my most anticipated. That comes out
Hmm.
Friday.
Hmm.
Hot Water Music, Quicksand Split, As Friends Rust. My second most looking forward to record, whatever you're gonna call it, Neon Nightmare. That comes out Friday. Planes Mistaken for Stars, Betrayal of Guilt. Did you know about Slowers putting out another record?
No.
Comes out in November. I don't know what they're doing, but I seen it on Lamb Goat today, and I was like, oh, Jay's gonna like this one. I don't know if it's Slayer songs again, but look it up. Make Them Suffer, State Champs, The Browning, The Plot in You, As I Lay Dying, Fool of Hell, and Andrew Nolan. I don't know who that is. Uh,
Andrew Nolan, he's a noise guy.
okay.
He's collaborated with God is War,
Oh, okay.
and I forget the name of his band, but it's one of those names you don't forget. He was a noise collaborator with them.
Okay. All right, so that's probably gonna be cool. Less Than Jake, Lincoln Park. Just kidding. Defeated
Just
Sanity,
kidding. Oh
Distant.
shit, is that this Friday?
What, Defeated Sanity?
Yeah, no, that's the later in
No,
the month,
that's
right?
it's later in the month. Yeah. Distant, Marilyn Manson, Ocean Grove. Really looking forward to that one. And Opeth is putting out a record. So I mean, November is really fucking wild right now.
Koyo has an EP coming
Ooh.
out. Um, Fake Eyes?
Oh, really?
Fake Eyes has something in November 22nd.
Oh shit. Okay.
Concrete's got something coming out.
Yeah, I seen that.
Um, The Body. Oh God, I'm gonna feel really great about myself when this comes out. November 8th, at least get a week first. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Jesus.
lot of shit coming out. I looked into December. Don't want to go into that yet, but there's a good amount in there too. I mean, it's just nonstop, dude. I mean, and in January it just ramps right back up. So I mean, it's we could live off this podcast of just doing a weekly what came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, I went to the tattoo parlor the other day, and one of the artists in the shop has the
I
same
thought you got
taste as
something
us.
new. I could see that.
And yeah, my wrist. And I'm in the chair and she walks up and she looks at me and she goes, "Disembodied tyrant," and I just started laughing. I was like, "How banana pants is that?" It's bonkers.
What, she put it on?
No, she whenever I walk in, she's got one of the her chair is close to the door.
Mm.
So I'll walk in and we'll start. She was at the Lorna Shore show last night. I didn't run into her, but I know she was there. And we'll be like, "Oh, you go to see this, you go to see this, you go to see that." I'm like, "Yeah," I said that AP is fucking bananas.
Yeah, it's great. Love it.
All right, so all right, Jesus, man, this was the end of year list. My list of shit that you named that I didn't listen to is huge,
Yeah.
and this was my list of shit to talk about. So
Good luck.
it's not even like we get an off week or two that we can catch up. By the way, that Slower EP is coming out November 1st. It's two Slayer covers, Chemical
Mm.
Warfare and Haunting the Chapel,
Okay.
and then it's four originals.
Oh, okay.
That is that is wild. They said we started the original intent was to cover Slayer's EP Haunting the Chapel in its entirety. We did Chemical Warfare, we did Haunting the Chapel, but when we got to Capture City, we realized that song can't be slowed down at all. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. That album. I'll be honest, it's not going to make my top 10 because it's too tight. It's too tight. But I go back to that album so frequently to put on in the background. It's kind of laughable.
Yeah, I really think that Neon Nightmare is gonna take a top tenner for
Is
me.
that this week?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
That's coming out on $20 spin, isn't it?
Mm. I'm gonna have to put all this shit on my phone before I get on the plane. Man,
Or
this is wild.
or Maggot Stomp. It comes out on one of them. It's one of them weird labels.
I think it's $20 spin.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right,
Awesome.
well, we got another thing coming up here. Let's get out of here and prepare for that.
Yeah, let's do that. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining in, watching, listening, paying attention. What did we miss? Did you pick up something new? Please let us know. Newbreed_podcast, Twitter and Instagram, newbreedpodcast@gmail.com, 267-297-4627 for any voicemails. We're also on our Facebook group. We're on r/new metal. We're kind of out and about. So come find us, come chat with us, come on the show. And until next week, it's Jay and Tim saying, cheers.